Hello and welcome back. We're going to continue our little editing with this lesson on how to fix just one minor issue with our video. So let's just take a look at that issue. So if we click on our sequence here, make sure the blue line is around the timeline and hit the down arrow key until we get to this frame, the third clip. Now I'm just going to move in until we have the glasses on my son Nicholas. Now let's click on the canvas, hit the tilde key, and take a look. If you look closely, you can see the string that I used to pull the glasses off. And ideally, we'd like to remove that. Now, if we had time to do it in After Effects, After Effects can actually do this directly in video. In this particular instance, because Nicholas is staying perfectly still, what we're going to do is we're going to take a still frame of that, a freeze frame, and then we're going to edit it in Photoshop. So let's take a look at that. Right now I'm on the perfect section in the sequence here, because if I go back, that's just where the frame is moving. And if I do the next one, now the frame is still. And that's the one that we want to capture as a picture. So what we do is that we click here on the export frame button, which is a little camera. So I click that, and then it asks me if I want to save a particular file name. I'm going to leave the same file name here. The important thing is to choose JPEG, because JPEG is the one that allows to edit it in Photoshop. So we're going to click JPEG and OK. And if you notice, it said import it into the project, so it will appear in our project. Now, once we have it in our project, where did it go? It might be in a higher frame. There it is. Okay, so it went to the top frame. So it imported into our project, but it imported at the highest level. So if I did want to move it back down, I could move it back down into the specific folder, into video samples, and then into the 4K. And so if we're in here, now I've got it in the right spot. What I'd like to do with it though is bring it in at the precise location where the playhead is, right there. And what I'm going to do with that is first I'll shrink it down so it lines up with that. So it's just a tiny little piece. Okay. I'm just going to expand this a bit so we can see it. Okay. And what we have right now is a still frame, and it still looks pretty much like the same video if we play it through. But what we're going to do is we are going to modify it. And the way we modify it is, I'm going to right click on here and edit in Adobe Photoshop. And there we go. So now we have the actual frame that was in Premiere in Photoshop. Now let's just take a look using our tools. Spacebar command, and I'm just going to drag this out to zoom in. That's a spot zoom. And you can see there's the string that's attached to the glasses. Now to remove that, I'm just going to use the lasso tool here. And I'm just going to drag around here in fairly common colored elements. And just the white portion I'm going to go around. And then, if you haven't used Content Aware Fill before, I'm just right-click on here, going to Fill, and it's going to assess what's around it and just fill it in. It's going to see that that line doesn't work, automatically gets rid of it. Now this, where his hair is darker and there's darker sections of the door here, I am just going to use that section and go down here and just around there and do the same thing. Content Aware Fill. Okay, and very tolerable. Decent job for a video frame. So Command D to deselect, go back, Command 0, and then I'm just going to do Command S to save, and that'll be high quality 8, which was the same quality that it came over as. And then if I go back to Premiere and take a look at that clip and tap on here, and you'll notice now it is gone. What that is called is round tripping, where we use one of the other Adobe apps to go into that app, and then when we save, it automatically puts it back into the previous app. So if I play that through now, and most people wouldn't even know the difference, but we notice. So now it is perfect. So if we take a look at that section as we go across, you can't even tell. So another good tool to use in Premiere, round tripping through Photoshop using your skills in Photoshop and applying it directly to your Premiere timeline. Hope you enjoyed this one.